Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majeski Weather Studios with your Talking Live forecast update here on your October the 1st, 2025. Well, things looking pretty good outside across East Tennessee and North Georgia for today. A lot of sunshine. I know Tennessee wasn't all that bad yesterday, but Georgia was still dealing with a little more cloud cover. Today looking a little prettier out there. We do have some cooler temperatures coming in for the weekend, but don't get used to it as I'm expecting humidity in as well as warmer temperatures going into next week. Now, before we get into this full report, if you're watching here on the Facebook page here for the Talking Live broadcast channel, please give us a like and follow. And if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look there in Chattanooga. Looking pretty good. A lot of sunshine out there. A few clouds. Looking pretty good indeed. A beautiful day outside. Not bad at all. And same over here across North Georgia as well. Lake Chattanooga looking a lot more sunshine than what we were seeing 24 hours ago. Definitely a better looking day out there to say the least. Now, as far as our radar, it is clear. Expected to remain that way right through the weekend. Looking pretty good for this upcoming weekend. Some of the best fall weather coming in for the weekend. Obviously, you get into that first week in October. A lot of fall festivals going on. Should be a great weekend for that. Looking at the satellite picture here for your Wednesday afternoon. Again, looking pretty good. Just looking at a few clouds here and there for the most part. But otherwise, we're looking at some quiet weather here for today. All right, let's go take a look at the map across our region. The temperatures are warming up into the 70s and 80s here across the southeast. Seeing a few clouds down there across South Georgia and Alabama, but otherwise looking pretty good as we're going to have some great weather settling in thanks to high pressure building in across the area. Now, as far as the tropics concerned, we're going to say goodbye to Imelda. Humberto has become extratropical, and it is because of Imelda heading on out to sea. As that thing begins to move on out, we're going to see some great weather here across the southeast. Looking very nice indeed because of the system pulling on off. So again, saying goodbye to that tropical system there. We got another one following in behind it to watch closely. There's a little tropical disturbance out in the middle of the Atlantic, but again, nothing that's imminent for right now. Looking pretty quiet. All right, let's go look at your regional model right now as we're looking at thing all quiet. You're going to notice we're going to have this easterly wind that's going to be kicking in, especially across the Georgia side, okay? The winds won't be quite as bad at the Chattanooga, but North Georgia, they'll be picking up with that easterly wind coming in from that wedge building in from the north and east. So pretty quiet there. Overall, no precipitation expected here over the next day or so. So as we take a look at the forecast maps here, as we go ahead and put this into motion for you here, as we're looking at a fairly quiet weather pattern right through going into your Thursday. There's that big high coming down the eastern half of the Appalachians there, looking right over toward almost New York City, going into your late Thursday and into Friday. Just a beautiful, beautiful day. Maybe a few showers down there across the southeast coast with that easterly wind coming off the Atlantic, but looking very good. Also into Saturday. Saturday, gorgeous day across the southeast. Sunday, we start bringing a little bit of that moisture coming back up across down toward Alabama and Georgia. And then as we go into Monday, might bring in a slight chance of rain right now. Not really too high. Going to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week as we're going to see just a slight chance of rain in the forecast here as we go into the middle of next week. And it will be warming up a little bit back into the 80s. All right, let's go and take a look at that forecast here for tomorrow. Low 80s, low 60s, not too bad. Normal high 81 there in Chattanooga, so pretty close to average. Looking at a pretty sunny day there across the area. Looking at your forecast lows tonight, no cooler over into North Carolina and Northeast Georgia. Of course, that's where that wedge will be building in there. So they're mostly in the 50s, low 60s there, right around 60 for Northwest Georgia, as well as right around 60 across Eastern Tennessee. Daytime highs tomorrow, not bad. 70s over in North Carolina and North Georgia. We'll keep it in the low 80s with that low humidity across East Tennessee and Northwest Georgia here for your Thursday. Regionally looking like this, Nashville at 88, 89, and with that nice wedges set up there. Look at Asheville at 70, 74 in Charlotte, 79 in Savannah. Again, a few showers down there to Jacksonville because of that easterly flow off the Atlantic. Next 7 days looking like this as we're looking pretty good. Look at those morning lows here at Chattanooga, 57 there on Friday, 56 on Saturday. But then we warm things back up. We'll be back in the 80s, and the humidity starts to come back. You can see morning lows back in the 60s. We got a little humidity coming back at us. Again, relatively low rain chances, though, still for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. So, again, looking pretty good out there for the rest of the day. And, again, the rest of the work week looking pretty good. And if you have any weekend plans, if I had to pick which day I thought would be a little bit better, I think Saturday because a little more sunshine than we may have a few more clouds try to sneak back in here on Sunday. So anyway, that's y'all's update for today. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out. If you're watching here on Facebook, make sure you give us a like and follow. And as always on YouTube, give us a subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future weather updates. All right, that's y'all's update for now. You guys take it easy. Be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day.